edition of latest 10 of Mega Man Maker. I almost said Mario Maker. So I'm just gonna go and gonna look at the latest 10 levels. So from Brickland to bring the colors back, we'll be doing all these ones. So as I play, more levels will be uploaded. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna say what I think. And I'm hoping to just find something new, something I haven't been finding in Mega Man Maker. It's a good way to let me know that this is the weapon I have. So, levels I look for, since I love Mega Man, I look for challenging levels. Whoops. This is a cool little mechanic. Alright, let's get rid of him. Ouch. I think that was a glitch. Remember something like that happened. I don't remember if it was in a stage I played or built. Probably not one I built, but where you go into the teleporter, but as you've taken damage, you kind of just like, it's almost like you pass through it for a moment. I haven't found the optimal place to jump with that. Whoops. Well, that's simple. What I don't get is this here. That was close. Alright. Now what I was trying to do... Oh, there's a platform right there. And no checkpoints yet. I should be really careful though. But I do like this level. When I see gates, it scares me into thinking that that's the end of the level. Because I see a lot of levels like that that are just actually really short. And I'm just hoping when I'm enjoying a level, I'm just hoping that, hey, I hope this goes on a bit longer, you know? Or much longer. So yeah, I just haven't really toyed around with a lot of the Mega Man 10 and 11 mechanics. I have played and beaten both games, so you think I would know, but I played through 10 quite a few times, and I've only beaten 11 2 times, so it's not like I really remember it too well. So if I'm not sure of how the Mega Man 11 stuff works, you know, I haven't put a lot of time into it. I haven't tried making stuff with them yet. I'm really liking this. I think this is a good level. Fun mechanics. Fun little challenges. That's what I wonder. If I kill the guy... Yeah, this explosion hits the fire there. Glad I got a checkpoint. So I guess there's no way around it. If I hit him the second time he blows up... No, just get him off screen. It's making it more complicated than I had to, because... that moment he, oh, that's what the block's for, it's just to keep him from going somewhere else. Okay, no, I have to pull it off this one. Okay, so what I was gonna say is, on this one here, if I would just get him off screen and then I don't have to worry about him. What I thought was gonna happen was that right before his flame comes out, I have to hit him again, but if I do it too soon, he blows up. And I just didn't think there was actually a window of opportunity. I think I do have to bring him, I just don't know when I'm supposed to drop the blocks on him to not make him blow up. Okay, I guess when he's underneath that makes sense. I keep forgetting that the flame doesn't go through the wall, or, you know, through the floor. Ceiling. Both work. Yeah, just wait for his flame to come back up. I wonder if the creator realized he can just slide jump through this. But I get it now, when he's underneath. This is when I drop the blocks on him. That's a neat way to kill him, but if I screw up, I just have to kill myself, which I'm really glad I didn't have to play this one in a Wily challenge, but that was a good level. So I always find that the levels that have downvotes are just hard, which, you know, I've talked about this in other videos, but it just seems like I don't know who are playing this game. Obviously it's a video game, so it's for everyone, but Mega Man is, you know, those games were hard, and it's like people who play this game are not able to play hard levels. But I really like that last one. It was cool mechanics, well put together. My only problem was not so much with the level, it was just like what I was having a hard time with. It was just you know, realizing how some things worked and where my blocks would fall and all that. See, like, that's something I mean, like, I see a gate right there and it's like making me think that, oh, the level's already over. Checkpoint already. But I like the color scheme to this one. Something hard yet, but at least it looks nice. Fun little layout. Because you think here just like having little steps would it's just some people may think it's meh. I don't actually know if anyone's been like that, but it does add a bit of like personality to the level. It's a little making you jump. It's just adds a bit of fun to it. But yeah, the enemies and all that, the colors seem to be matching. There seems to be an orange theme here. Does make it a lot harder to give me less room like that. Never understood why people laughed at Cheat Man when Mega Man 10 came out. He wasn't the first animal robot we had. You know, we had Snake Man and Toad Man. But I think it's just some people just laugh at something that just sounds weird to them. And I've never really been like that. I find that kind of immature, or maybe it's something wrong with me, but it's just like... It's not, you know... It doesn't sound weird to me. It's not something to just laugh at. Okay, so for that level, pretty simple. The layout was the only thing I really liked. It had an orange thing going on, which... at least it had a theme, that's all I can really say. But it was very easy. I didn't really understand why I have those lasers and then have the Yoku blocks stop them when all that does is really make you wait. It's not like you have to jump or maneuver at a certain time before the blocks disappear or anything. It was just kind of made you stay, so it was pretty meh for me. But going back on like things that sound weird, it's just... I probably shouldn't use names. Not that like I'm saying bad things about people, but that's just how I talk. I use like examples I remember. See, I don't get that. Why is there already a checkpoint when I haven't gone through anything? It's a little weird. Why did it make me have to get Magma Bazooka? Now I say why, I'm asking questions. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It just means I don't get the creator's vision, and obviously I don't. It's, how am I gonna know what they were thinking? But it just seemed weird how they supply me with weapons, then just to give me Magma Bazooka. Why not just have me with that to begin with? Because it's pretty early in the stage. They think that they wouldn't find it. Someone wouldn't find it that easy. Going back to okay, so with weird people just laughing at something that sounds weird, this is just an example I remember was, it was the Game Grumps. I think it was Aaron, it was with Aaron, but, I think it was Raptor pretty much brought up, and he just found it funny sounding, one of the lyrics in the song, Nickelback song, Photograph of. The line goes, "What the hell's on Joey's head?" And he laughs at it, and, you know, a lot of people mock Nickelback, but actually like them. I think that a lot of people who don't like them just haven't heard their songs, or they just, because most people mock it, you know, so. The line was just, again, it's what the hell was on is on Joey's head, and he finds that funny, but they're not out of context. That may sound a bit weird, and this has nothing to do with music, making music or anything. It's just, I don't get it when people laugh at something that's, just because it sounds weird to them. It's, to me, that's just kind of... like, immature to me, I find, because I just don't really see what was so hysterical to laugh at. Okay, it sounds weird, so... But out of context, maybe it sounds weird, but I still wouldn't laugh at it because it sounds weird. It's just, what I'm saying is, I just don't get that mentality. But it's, I think that has something to do with something wrong with me instead, because it just seems like that's just how a lot of people are. Yeah, I think it may be fun with that. Not sure why I'm having a hard time with this one. way harder than it was. That's just too many enemies. I have my rule of thumb is to have no more than 4 enemies. It could depend though, or it can vary, because if they're like enemies that get taken out quickly with like 1 or 2 hits, and you know, you can. I find it's fair to have multiple of them. But when you have so many enemies, then it's just impossible to dodge them all. Like, you're gonna get hit. It's I find that unfair. I find it unfair that if you play through a level, there are parts you have to take damage, because it's. You can go through that whole level of, you know, not getting hit, and then there's that one part where you take the damage and you're like, okay, whatever. But the problem is, what if you're taking, you take hits, you know, because you just end up taking damage, right? And then you get to that one part where you have to take damage. Well, there's just no way for you to get through it, you know? So if the part of that level wasn't like that, and you took all that damage from all the stuff beforehand, well, so that part I was saying where it's inevitable you're going to take damage. Well, let's say you change that, the person plays through and they take all the damage, like I was saying before, but now they get to that part, well, they're able to pass it through it now, you know? And it wasn't that was hard to get through. It's just that I find it just good level etiquette making, ethic making, that you just make it so that a person can get through the level, you know, not having to take damage. So, is this it? Oh, there could be a teleporter thing or something. Well, this is kind of fun. Is he gonna hit him or not? I don't know, because I have no idea where the ball's gonna bounce. Oh. So yeah, if that's just your way of blocking the teleporter, if you just want to put one teleporter, what you do is you would place this one here, and then immediately right-click it, and that gets rid of it. Go place that second one where Pharaoh Man was, so that one will appear. The second one you place appears, but not the first one. So you go through that second one, pop out this one, but it's not actually there. I used to think that they had to put like a block or something, but no, it's just you can right-click it. I actually looked it up because I wanted to make a level with the stage select, and I did, and I didn't want there to be 2 teleporters. I just wanted so that just one appears, and then you can't, you know, because otherwise you can just kind of go back to the end of the stage, and that didn't make sense. Like, there's 4 levels in the stage, and if I couldn't make the teleporter disappear, you can just go back and, you could just go to the boss from, like, the beginning, you know? So, normally when I play Mega Man, I like to try and play without taking damage. I like to just use my Buster. In these levels, I use weapons, I take damage. It's just because I'm trying to just get through the level. I'm trying to get through a lot at once. I'm guessing this kills me? No? wonder if I had to beat it. Hopefully it was just optional. I mean, if there was a boss, I have at least 3 weapons, so something should damage him. Oh, that's cool. I like the snow on, I think this is Grenade Man's. Tiles. Looks nice. Oops. So if I were to beat Iceman, am I even able to get back up afterwards? Yeah, it doesn't do the thing like in Mega Man 4. In Mega Man 4, if you don't know, is it Pharaoh's Shot? I don't remember all the names of the attacks. Yeah. If you were to hold a ball above your head, and then you walk into an enemy with its... Well, when you let go of the attack button, which pretty much should just be... Anyway, you launch another one, so you can get 2 for 1. It saves energy also, which is why that's very helpful. I'm just gonna not waste more time and just do this properly, or safely. So far I feel this level's good, but it's just kind of meh for me, because it's just not doing much for me. The layout is pretty nice. I like the color scheme that they went with, or color choice. No, it's okay. Never mind. I thought it was something, but it wasn't. And see that right after Stone Man, there just wasn't a lot of level afterwards, and it was just kind of just a bunch of enemies, so... I don't know, it wasn't really anything. hit him, and then I tried to stay in that exact same spot that I hit him, but it just went in other spots. But this is a cool setup for a boss fight, and I do like the music choice of making you feel like this is a final kind of boss kind of thing, or like a Wily stage boss, because you're not fighting them by ordinary means. You know, I like to do that. I like to take bosses and just do things like this, place them in ways so that you know, it's hard for me to talk right now, or to think of things later. But to just you know, unconventionally take them out. You know, you're not just in an empty room with just find them. It was in the middle, wasn't it? So I was saying earlier, when I play Mega Man, I normally try to dodge, and because that's what's fun for me, is figuring out how to avoid the enemies. So why is it that when I do these videos, when I play Mega Man Maker and I'm playing other people's levels, I'm not doing that? It's because, well, in Mega Man, if you were to run through all the enemies, you'd probably end up dying from losing all your health. So if you're making a stage where I can just run through enemies and then you give me a lot of health drops, or that the level's so short I can run through all the enemies and get to the boss, kinda, you know, I want to say bad level design, but it just seems like, yeah, that's not really the best way to go about your level. It's to just make it so that someone can just slide or run through your level, to run through all the enemies and still make it to the boss, and then you just resupply them with health either throughout the level or at the boss. It's just, you know, it's just not really, I don't think how defeats the purpose of having enemies, you know. They're supposed to stop you from getting to the boss or make it challenging, but it's like they're not even there, you know? Some people just place a lot of health after like very easy parts, and I'm just like, why give them health already? Why put a checkpoint already? Anyway, I'm gonna stop it here. This is just the first segment. We're gonna keep going with 6 more levels.